Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 161, here on a beautiful Thursday morning in Las Vegas, in the most fucking peasant side of town possible. Now, that's a debatable topic for another day here in Las Vegas, but I despise the east side of town here in Las Vegas. But what I despise more within the state of Nevada is Reno. As a UNLV alumni, I fucking hate the University of Nevada, Reno. I think Reno, the city, is... Okay, how do I put this? It is a piss-poor discount version of what Las Vegas should be in terms of the casinos. And then as an actual city itself, it's a fucking dung heap of mess and crackheads. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of crackheads in this side of town alone. You know, in the East Las Vegas, boys and girls. But good fucking Lord, Reno is just a goddamn shithole from top to bottom. And so you have an institution like UNR claiming to be Nevada's college. But it's like, well, all right. Majority of attendance is right at UNLV. I mean, if you're going to bitch and moan about Sportsball, which I'm not a fucking crazy college basketball fan. I'm not. But whenever there's a UNR, UNLV battle, whatever sport it is, I'm happy to oblige. I'm happy to oblige in the fanaticism, the passion, the anger. Because 60-30 in all-time series win against UNR for UNLV. They've won 60 times in their history. But because of recent developments over there in UNR, of player recruiting, doing really well, they have beaten us 5 games straight. And so last night at UNLV, the Rebels took on the Wolfpack. And yeah, the game went into overtime, 74-74. And with 13 seconds left, UNLV completely choked it in the last possession of the game. Chucked up a 3, down, 70, I want to say 79 to 81. Okay, so they were only down, but no, it was 82-79. What the fuck am I saying? They're only down by, no, they were down by 2 points. Son of a bitch. 81-79. So they were down by 2 points, and the thought process was, all right, you either win or tie the game. And these assholes, with about 6 or 5 seconds left on the clock, son of a bitch. Can't fucking pronounce shit. It's early morning, boys and girls. But that's the kind of brain-dead decision UNLV's player, was it a forward or a guard? Can't remember who the fuck it was. But this dude made the fucking dipshit decision to shoot and chuck up a fucking 3 with 6 seconds left when a 2 ties the game. Okay? So the decision-making on UNLV, blatantly horrible, okay? So they lose the game. 6 straight losses to UNR. Holy fuck. How do you live with yourself as a program? Like, oh my fuck. And as a UNLV alum, like, it's that disheartening to watch UNLV sports, UNLV athletics. It's that much annoying to get into college athletics, especially if you're, like me, a fucking nuthead who follows this idea of sports monogamy. You know, one team, one sport, all that shit. But with college ball, I feel a little differently about it. Because, yeah, I graduated UNLV. I went 4 years of college. And, good Lord, feels like, you know, at the end of the day, I got my degree. Had a good time. But the sports teams never really resonated with me. It just never did. There's no real philosophy behind it. I mean, the NCAA is a fucking joke as it is. So, yeah, I mean, the product on the court, or if you're watching football on the field, it's fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun. But all the fucking intricacies behind it, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'll pass. And March Madness is interesting enough, but, oh, Lord. The blatant mishandling by referees is unbelievable. And I'm not suggesting, you know, professional leagues are perfect by any means. I mean, good God, I complain about referees all the time in any fucking professional leagues that I talk about. And here's the thing, boys and girls. College basketball. Watching that game last night, as a UNLV fan. I'm just sitting there thinking, man, we're never gonna get back to the Sweet 16, are we? Like, we're never gonna get back there. We're never gonna get back to that Tarkanian level. We're never getting back to that running Rebels of 1990. Did we beat Michigan that time? Yeah. Or Duke. Pretty sure it was Duke or Michigan. But it didn't matter. Because that's literally 30 fucking years ago, dude. That is literally 30 fucking years ago. None of this shit matters anymore. The future is now, old man. And yes, in the future, the NBA still reigns supreme. Yes, relatively speaking. I mean, we don't want to get into the micro details of TV viewerships and all that shit, because that's when things get a little bit murky. But here's what isn't murky, boys and girls. All-Star Weekend is coming up this weekend, starting tomorrow in Chicago. So you're going to have all the run of fun games and events, all-star celebrity team bullshit, skills competition, three-point competition, dunk contest, which I'm very excited about this season. And I'm cheering for my boy Dwight. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Bam Adebayo, if he's playing for the Miami Heat in the dunk contest, I'm going to be rooting for that guy too. Fantastic talent. I mean, generally all these young guys in the Miami Heat, I heap tremendous praise for with how they've been playing alongside Jimmy Butler. And there are certain teams, that I have no affiliation with, but I will shit on them all day. The Portland Trailblazers. People know my opinions on the Portland Trailblazers. I think they're perennial fucking chokers. They're failures. Right along there with the Houston Rockets. But unfortunately for these perennial chokers, one of their star players will not be participating in All-Star Weekend, and he is Damian Lillard. After suffering a groin injury last night against the Memphis Grizzlies, in a loss, no less, in a fucking loss, Dame is due to be out of All-Star Weekend. My goodness. So, curious part. LeBron James selected Damian Lillard as part of the reserves for the All-Star game. Now, call me crazy, but couldn't we, I don't know, maybe put in another guard who's been doing pretty fantastic, but goes under the radar because of all these fuckwits out there think they know basketball? And of course, boys and girls, I'm talking about Alex Caruso. Your boy! Alex Caruso, because he has been just phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if not, listen, if I know the Caruso thing can be a joke at times, but I love the effort. Aside from my Anthony Davis jersey, which is coming soon in a couple days here, boys and girls, I would love to get an Alex Caruso jersey, purple. Not City Lore, but the association or statement jersey, the purple one. Because Caruso is a badass motherfucker, okay? He is. And he doesn't get enough love. And this old prick is driving at 12 miles an hour. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, you can go now. School zone is over, asshole. You can fucking go. Holy shit. You fucking kidding me, old prick? You fucking Viagra to wake up in the morning, you fuck. Son of a bitch. If your dick don't work, your fucking body might be dead, right? You fucking bloodless cunt. Fuck! I hate old people. I do. Especially when they're on the road. They drive me nuts. And here's the thing. If you're driving a Mercedes-Benz sports car and you're not fucking driving at a decent enough speed where it's 45 and you got 12, go fuck yourself. I hope you die in a fucking car crash. That's really it. And boys and girls, I speak extremes all the time. I do this all the time. But within the extremes, I find a little room for subtlety and nuance, and between the little gray spots, that's where the truth lies. That's where the truth lies. Oh, I apologize, boys and girls. I think the reality is, the fuck you honking at me for, bitch? What the fuck? Anyways, God, I fucking hate morning drivers here in Las Vegas. If you can't clearly tell, I fucking hate all these fuckers. Who's this fucking asshole from? This motherfucker's from South Carolina. Why don't you fucking drive fast, you fucking South cunt? Fuck. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I'm losing my goddamn mind because of these fucking assholes. But here's the thing. What I'm also losing my mind about is this debate between NBA fans. Oh, who's better, Ja Morant or Zion Williamson? This is where rhetoric and saying certain words is very important. Okay. I believe Ja Morant is having a significantly better season than Zion Williamson because Williamson was out for like 3 or 4 months at the beginning of the season. So that's already done. That's already a gimme. And so by that virtue and logic, because of the games he's going to potentially log by the tail end of the regular season, Ja Morant is going to be the rookie of the year. Oh my fucking god, dude. Fuck this guy. No, seriously, like, fuck this guy. Can't fucking deal with this shit. You fucking kidding me, you fucking old prick? Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now, you fucking bag of shit. Go fuck yourself. Like, how the fuck do you drive like such a fucking prick at fucking 45? Drive at like fucking 25 in a fucking Mercedes, dude. Fucking kidding me? The inefficiency of that shit. And I understand a lot of NBA fans, they have some fucking deficiencies and inefficiencies in their fucking thought process. Oh, Zion's season is better. Dude, he's literally played less than fucking a dozen games. Sorry, but that's the fucking bottom line. Do I think overall talent-wise he might be better than Ja? I have no idea. I honestly don't know. Because at this point, what you're basing Zion Williamson on is a small sample size of games. And he clearly is not physically ready because of all the potential weight that he's put on and because of lack of playing time. I mean, yeah, he generated a lot of buzz from the offseason, all the plays he was making, but once he was out with that injury, you knew, I mean, the rest of the season, with the fact that he's a number 1 overall pick, he wasn't really going to get a lot of game time. And I think that's fine. And, you know, one season isn't going to make or break the bank. It's really not. I mean, but for Ja, it'd be ridiculous to suggest that Ja Morant isn't the Rookie of the Year. Because the Rookie of the Year is a season award based on how an individual rookie does. Right? Within however many games he can play. And the more the better, because you have a better sample size and the stats can absolutely play into an effect. And I say this all the time. Stats don't mean shit without context. But the stats for Ja Morant can absolutely paint the context and the picture as to what's actually going on within the realm of Memphis. Because Memphis Grizzlies, boys and girls, really think about this. The Memphis Grizzlies were nothing before this season. Coming into the season, we thought, oh wow, this is going to be probably the worst team in the NBA, bar none. Bar none. I mean, who would have thought the Warriors would have got the double dip of fucking injury? Nobody. Not a lot of people. But Memphis Grizzlies, to be at the 8th seed at where they are now, above 500, punching above their weight, they look fantastic. And it has to start from Ja Morant. And, you know, if Zion somehow magically got the Pelicans into the playoffs, I can probably concede the Rookie of the Year based on then numbers, stats, and all these things included when you're talking about these two rookies. But right now, as far as this season goes, Ja Morant is the Rookie of the Year. What the fuck is ESPN smoking? Like, are you smoking crack? Some of you dumb motherfuckers on ESPN says some of the most ridiculous shit. And I figure, these motherfuckers get paid to say this shit? Are you kidding me? They get paid to say this shit? That's unbelievable. That's fantastic. Oh, we got another slow asshole. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, what in the actual fuck are you doing? There is so much fucking gap between you and me, and you're going 35 on a fucking 45. Stupid son of a bitch. Swear to God, dude. I drives me nuts. This shit drives me fucking nuts. It really does. Also drove me nuts a little bit. Nah, I won't say a little bit. What actually drove me nuts was news of Jay Bouwmeester yesterday. I saw the clip, you know, now 2 nights ago. now 2 nights ago, on Tuesday night against Anaheim, Meister collapses and has a cardiac episode. But thankfully, we were updated yesterday from the St. Louis Blues that he is in stable condition. He's okay. They are still going to be monitoring his heart activity and hoping the best. Hospitalized hockey players is not what we want to see. That's just depressing, man. And when you have arguably one of the greatest talents right now in the NHL sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks, it's a bummer. Even though, I'm a Pacific Division rival team fan in the Vegas Golden Knights, the Edmonton Oilers will be missing Connor McDavid for an extended period of time, 3 to 4 weeks. So it's going to be a rough stretch for Edmonton. They sit at second place in the Pacific Division right now as it stands with 66 points. And Vancouver just dominating the Pacific right now. Just absolutely incredible what they're doing over there. But, to see Edmonton, get to this point of relatively questionable consistency, but putting out the points. I mean, Connor McDavid just being an absolute animal and what he does. Just beautiful. It's just beautiful stuff to watch, man. But what was also beautiful, and speaking of Vancouver and Canada, was the Sedin twins getting their jerseys retired by the Vancouver Canucks. And it was such a beautiful sight to hold, man. Daniel and Henrik Sedin played, ages in Vancouver. And, the last season they played for Vancouver was the first season for the Vegas Golden Knights. And so I remember just watching highlights from the Sedin twins getting into hockey back in the 2017-18 season. And just remember thinking, wow, these guys are awesome. And, age maybe, but twins to do this consistently for decades, wow, good for them. Number 22 and number 22 and number 33, I apologize, will be remembered by the Vancouver faithful. And listen, the reality is, great players and even great coaches will get rewarded and awarded by their respective organizations for the blood, sweat, and tears and time they give into that organization. And a very deserving man in Paul Maurice gets an extension by the Winnipeg Jets. I think good for him. The Winnipeg Jets, supposedly, before I started getting into hockey, really, they were kind of a B-tier, no-mention team. And I am really glad that a team like Winnipeg and Vancouver, within the relatively short time that I've been watching hockey, they're coming back into prominence. Good for them. It's awesome. It really is. I don't really say that shit lightly. I don't. When you go lat, like Diet Coke or Coke Zero, you miss some of the flavors. You miss some of the action. Boys and girls, because sometimes the NFL and their patrons can be pussies. They overreact. They tend to overreact. And Myles Garrett, I believe, was one of these situations where I think Myles Garrett got more time than he deserved. I genuinely believe Myles Garrett probably should have gotten maybe a 6-game suspension at most. But he was suspended indefinitely. But now he's reinstated. And you have all these fucking pussies in the interwebs, talking about, oh, he almost murdered a man. Like, what? Mason Rudolph antagonized Myles Garrett. Not saying he was just saying some racist shit. All I'm saying is, when you watch the fucking tape, when you watch the actual fucking tape, Mason Rudolph has his foot on Myles Garrett's dick. And Myles Garrett is looking at this motherfucker like, I will fuck your shit up, man. Don't fucking put your goddamn feet on my motherfucking crotch. Stupid ass motherfucker. I went the wrong way here. I'm an idiot. It's like Mason Rudolph. Such a goddamn fucking fuckboy. And you know what? As a Seahawks fan, I'll tell you one thing right now. Okay? As a Seattle Seahawks fan, I hope the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers know nothing but misery. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. My God. The way they imploded this season, or, the 2019 season, was glorious. It was absolutely beautiful. And, God, talk about a team with a fucking... Oh, my God. Just a delusional fucking mindset of thinking they're going to make the fucking playoffs every goddamn season. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, your rivals and the Baltimore Ravens probably choked one of the biggest fucking times in postseason history after all the fucking numbers they put up with their quarterback. But God, you are just a fucking tire fire of a franchise. Nobody fucking likes you. I mean, certainly me. I fucking hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do. I absolutely do. Well, here's the thing, boys and girls. Here's the thing. Delusional motherfuckers who sit there in their ivory throne thinking, oh, I'm the best. Probably get zapped by lightning bolts and die. That's what happens, man. Your hubris and ego will kill you. Jameis Winston gets LASIK eye surgery, and there's not a lot of explicit things said here. Okay? There's not a lot of details with what he was posting. But let's be real. This motherfucker is probably one of those delusional assholes who think, oh, those interceptions, those 30 interceptions, they're not my fault. Those 30 touchdowns, they're all me. I did that. I'm the greatest. But those 30 interceptions, that's all on them. And maybe, if I adjust my eyes a little bit, I should be okay. Like, no, motherfucker, you are bad. You are so bad. And Jameis, and you know what? Jameis is feeding the fucking worst false hope narrative to Tampa Bay fans. Like, how the fuck do you think this is a franchise quarterback, dude? How? Holy Christ. Listen. I could berate Jameis Winston all day. I can. And I have. Because it's an easy thing to do. It really is. But what isn't easy, boys and girls, is getting dick punched multiple times. And yes, I have parked in a nearby area. Actually, right near my house. So, I grab my home. Quick smoke while we talk about some good shit that has happened in the last few days. So obviously, boys and girls, I'm a Dodgers fan. And being a Dodgers fan, at least recently, and, subsequently, let's be real, for damn near four decades, since we won our last championship in 1988, this organization has been dick punched multiple times in the postseason and beyond. And you know what? I sit here before you thinking, can the Dodgers get to the promised land? And that's where that's where a lot of my cynicism comes in and a lot of my doubts. But yesterday, that shit kind of subsided a little bit because we officially got to see, we officially got to see, I think you saw that, boys and girls. I actually put the fucking what here on the goddamn window. But Mookie Betts and David Price are officially LA Dodgers. And you know what? I remember watching Dodgers Talk, and one of the interview guys were saying, he's actually part of Boston's former radio crew. He was saying that, man, you Dodgers fans are going to fall in love with Mookie Betts 5 seconds after he talks. And you know what? Literally 3 seconds after he talks, I'm like, okay, I love this guy. I got to get his jersey. Got to get that Nike number 50 Dodgers jersey. And, hope for a great time. Seeing Andrew Friedman, Dave Roberts, David Price, Mookie Betts all sitting there, talking to the press, talking to the media of Los Angeles. It feels real now. It feels absolutely real. Like, it feels like, okay, cool, spring training is almost here. Let's fucking get going. Let's get these reps in and move on into the regular season. I mean, I cannot wait until opening day. It's time for Dodgers baseball. Really need it. And definitely trying to go to a home game this season, boys and girls. Went to the Miami Marlins game last year. Florida Marlins, Miami Marlins. Whatever, dude. I don't even know what the fuck that team is actually going to do. Like, is that an actual baseball team right now? Can Derek Jeters answer that for me? But trying to go to a Dodgers game because I know they had all these stadium renovations, but for watching baseball, I just want to go. This is my last thing that I want to talk about here, boys and girls. And watching live sports, no matter what it is, it's a thrill. It's an absolute joy, and the subtleties and nuances of the physicality in an athlete and the way they just manipulate space and time around them. Whatever sport it may be, it's just brilliant to watch. Whether it be football, baseball, soccer, basketball, hockey. Blame the weed. Yeah, sure, blame the weed. But yeah. Trying to really get myself to a Dodgers game this year. Hopefully a decent matchup. I would love to go to the Nationals game. Best case scenario would be going to a Dodgers away game, like Colorado or Arizona, any of those, and that would be fantastic. But we're going to figure that shit out for next time, boys and girls. So that does it for me in Cruise Peruse episode number 161. So boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. Now fuck off.